my feminines, welcome to Larisa Lili's Temperance. Today I'm back with another video to do the sacral chakra and sacral energy reading for our divine feminines, and where you feminines stand in terms of your creative energy. I am, for those who haven't watched any of my videos and, are just newcomers, I am also on this journey of twin flames, and I have had my awakening back in 2018, and it actually started much sooner than that, where I started to sense it, but really officially back in 2018, and it's been a ride. So I really resonate with all you feminines, so thank you so much for your support. This is a journey to ourselves, which is why I want to focus on this sacral energy. I know that for a lot of the twin flames that I am on frequency with are very strong in the sacral, have that connection with the sacral and the heart chakra connection in terms of their activation and them pushing forward and healing. And so with my masculine, I have definitely connected a lot on a sacral level, and a lot of it comes from that. And so I'm very heavy on my masculine energy, but my journey was to bring back balance to my feminine energy, and it's been a journey. It's definitely something that I appreciate, and I would never change it for anything. I am not in physical union with my twin, but I am definitely in spiritual union with my twin. We have merged in so many ways, and so there are definitely lots of little things about his characteristics and personalities in this lifetime that in that merge I have kind of started having myself, which was extremely interesting. So I definitely connect a lot, feminines, with the masculine energy, and I recorded a reading for the divine masculine energy. So I do these readings, so please go check that reading out. There was a lot of synchronicities I had 2 days ago while I was in the Hamptons, and messages I was receiving from the masculine in terms of seeing dragonflies, butterflies. I saw feather 111, 1111, 222, a sign saying twin forks. On the pavement there was an I love you always. So random, like this was by the Hamptons where the lighthouse is, and it was like just in the middle of a pavement that I crossed, and it was nowhere else, and I just thought it was so beautiful. And it was right before the drive over there, and seeing all the synchronicities all already on my way. So masculines are going through a lot of shifts right now, but they definitely want you feminines to know that they do care, they do love. So depending on the timing, I think I'm posting all these videos all at the same time, but I definitely had to use the energy to do that reading. So please check that reading out, feminines, in terms of where the masculines are at. But in that message as well, I always give a message for the feminines, and in that reading, there were 2 messages for the feminines, which was tuning out distractions and setting boundaries, my feminines. So I think this has to do a lot with what we're going to talk about today, and I'm really sensing that the feminines are in a place where maybe there is some slight discouragement in your creative endeavors, and this is definitely, I feel a level of discouragement, and so I kind of meditated on the premeditation of this reading. There are a few things I want to touch base that I felt you feminines are feeling, which were, and then I want to make sure you guys, just for motivation, because again, this journey, you guys, you're walking it with me, so I really try to make lighthearted of this whole journey, and I think you should be in laughter and in cheer, and it's the way to raise your frequency. So please enjoy yourselves with me. I will do my best to obviously keep it as light, but I'm definitely, my gift is to be positive and still see laughter even on the harshest times. I could be crying so hard and still laughing at the same time, my feminine. So it's definitely a gift that I have, and I'm here to share it with you guys, and I'm here to walk you through this as best as you can, and always feel free to ask me questions. My email is there on the bottom as well. So anyways, feminines, the last divine feminine reading for sacral energy, you guys were really in your power and your creative energy, and really have pulled away your energy from your masculine. And I still feel that, but I feel maybe there is a level of discouragement maybe. And so maybe please keep moving forward. And there are going to be those moments where it's just a cycle. Remember, feminists, it's a cycle. Okay. So, messages that I heard were prepare for possible challenges. So protect the fruits of your labor. Take time alone. Taking time alone, embracing your own gifts. Take a step back at this moment. So I think it's just time to kind of take time alone, especially with the last message that I got was tuning out distractions. So maybe it's time to take a step back if there are any distractions that may make you feel guilty because you are focusing on yourself, but it will pay off, my feminines. The other message I heard was needing a little push to get going. So again, I feel like that has to do with, maybe feeling a little discouragement, and I'm sure it will come out here. So the push, just keep pushing, my feminines, whether it's 1 or 2 steps that you have to take daily, on a day that maybe you feel you need to rest. And Virgo season does help with that. And we just had the Pisces full moon, which is also an introspective kind of energy. So also, embrace that energy as well. The next thing I did is just to keep going on your passions, just keep going. And, again, have faith in your dreams. Spirit wants you to be focused right now. So just continue to have faith and, set those boundaries. Most importantly, set those boundaries so you can continue to progress and move forward, my feminines. And you guys are doing awesome. And I really still feel that energy. But, it's going to be a cycle. So let's see, Spirit. We're going to start with a crowning energy. Spirit, what do our feminines need to focus on right now this month for September? What do our divine feminines need to focus on for their sacral energy creative? What do our divine feminines? Ooh, I feel that. Yep. Begin to explore. I'm going to just pull them out. What else, Spirit? What do our feminines need to focus for their sacral creative energy? Just like I'm saying, retreat. I know Spirit is about to confirm all these messages I gave you, my feminines. What else? Become clear, a clear channel. Stay focused. Stay focused. It's baby steps. One more, Spirit. What do my feminines need to focus on? Okay, thank you. Choose friends wisely. You guys, this came out in my last reading for you guys. If you haven't checked that reading out. But again, it's probably the distractions. And I know, my feminines, is probably one of the hardest things to do in terms of, and this is not just friends, this is family as well. Let me bring these forward here. I don't know if you guys can see. Here we go. Retreat, become a clear channel. I'm gonna leave this one right here. So it was a big one in the last read. In the bottom here we have bust out of your cocoon, and it's definitely to really get in the gist of things. So my feminines, I really have been feeling that it is time for you guys to retreat right now and really not allow too many influences while you're in this place of creative energy. And again, it's friends, family, co-workers, you name it. Just choose the energy you're going to surround yourself wisely while you're in this place of exploration, creative energy, or just giving yourself the self-love, integrating your light codes, integrating even just things that you're working on for yourself, where you can actually hear yourself and hear your guidance with this retreat. So definitely nurture that, my feminines. Take care of that. and the more you do that, the more you become a clear channel for yourself, but also the clarity of the channel of what's being given to you also comes in much clearer. Let's pull some tarot right now. Spirit, what else do our feminines need to work on? This sacral and creative energy. What guidance can we give them? I'm here for you, my feminines, so please feel free. This is a safe space. I know this journey, like this choose friend, I feel you on this. You can't share that with everybody. This is not something to share, and honestly, sometimes you have to move in silence for some time. You're gonna have to move in silence for some time, Spirit. So what else can we give our feminines? What other guidance can we give our feminines? Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna leave it at that. Look at that, the Fool in the bottom, and we have the Lovers. So this is definitely alignment within yourself. As I say that, it was 11:22 on my clock. So the Dreamers, the Fool, embrace your true purpose, begin a new adventure, trust yourself. So really preserve this time to begin to explore. This begin to explore is that Fool's energy. But we have here 5 of Summers, 9 of Autumn, Queen of Summers, and Princess of Winter. So 5 of Summers here. Trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. And that's what I'm feeling like earlier. I think that message I saw in the other reading, which is tuning out distractions. There are influences that, it's hard. I know feminines, it's hard to close certain, or just to kind of slightly remove yourself. But Spirit is really, it's really, focusing on that, wanting you to narrow down and in protecting your space right now. You really have to protect your dreams. And this is about protecting your energy and protecting your dreams. So remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. And so do be careful with who you share yourself with and this journey, because it can affect and influence and alter the outcomes for yourself. And so you definitely, in this time, it's about preservation. And that's as much, you can open those doors maybe a little later, but you really need to focus on yourself right now, feminines. I cannot stress that. Reward yourself for all your hard work with the 9 of Autumns, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Yes, 9 of Autumns is the 9 of Pentacles in the original tarot. So this is really, you taking that time, taking that step back to focus on all of your fruits right now, everything you want to focus, your creative, whether it's writing, whether it's drawing, whatever your creative ideas are, whether you do have, your tarot, and it's about, even if it's the time to integrate your energies, you're studying more, you need that preservation for yourself. And cherishing your time alone right now is the fruits of your labor. And so I can't stress how much the preservation of your energy is important when you're building. Queen of Summers, loving, compassionate, emotional, intuitive. And I really feel this is you being in this energy of really self-love and loving yourself right now. Listen to your heart, intuitive insights. You can trust, taking care of others perhaps too much. Yep. Again, this is about taking care of yourself, listening to your heart, and being receptive to what's coming in through these channels while you're in this time of retreat. And Spirit really, to me, is stressing this time of retreat of you really nurturing yourself right now. And taking those next steps further, whether you're a singer, you're writing songs, whatever that wonderful creative energy, or you're learning a new skill, maybe you're trying to, maybe you're a nurse and you're really wanting to study and focus on yourself, whatever is it that you apply yourself and you feel is your gifts, that's where your focus needs to be. You need to nurture that right now and take a step back for you and really come back into your heart chakra and listen to your heart and what's important to you. With the Princess of Winter, which is the Page of Swords in the tarot, inquisitive, truthful, realistic, undiplomatic information that can help you, but which may also be difficult to hear, speaking the truth with kindness, an indigo child or an adult. So I just think this is you being more communicative of what is it that you want in these times. And then also it's you in this retreat, you're collecting information, really finding truths. You're seeking your truth. You're seeking your gifts. You're in this state of studying, being studious, being the student, because eventually when you align yourself, you do become a teacher as well. And so it's a never ending switch. You're one time, for a while you're a student, and for another time you're a teacher, for another while you're a student, and then you're a teacher. And so it's the evolution of your soul, just like I said here in the bottom, bust out of your cocoon. So this is really just you evolving from this cocoon, becoming this beautiful butterfly as you're transforming in this moment, with this 5 of Summer, protecting yourself as you're transforming during this time. So definitely protect that, feminines, protect that. I want to look at just at least a shadow energy that you feminines may have to work on during this time. I think shadow work is always important. So let's just see, what is the feminine spirit? What is the shadow work? The shadow work that our feminines may need to focus on during this time. Give me a message. What guidance and what shadow work some of our feminines may need to focus on during this time. Give me a message, Spirit. What shadow work do our feminines may need to focus on? Defensive. Maybe some of you feel like you have to be on this guard all the time, defending yourself. And maybe this is why this choose friends wisely is here. And it makes sense now with the other reading where you're tuning out distractions. Feminines, don't feel like you don't have to defend yourself of this connection or of this truth. If this is your truth, this is your truth in this journey. Also, sometimes, because these are shadow work cards, sometimes there are things that people are mirroring back to us, and so don't get defensive during these times. If they're mirroring something back, shadow sides of you, then they're just things that need to be worked on. And that's why it is a time to retreat during this time, for you to really figure out what those things are in terms of what you need to work on and shed. You're with this Princess of Winter, remember you're collecting information, and that could come in different forms. It can, like I said, it can come in the way you're mirroring back to yourself. It can come with you gathering information in terms of researching more about things you've gone through, maybe how to heal certain parts of yourself. Again, this is about your self-love, while you're beginning to explore yourself all over again with this fool's approach, this dreamer's approach, where you're embracing your true purpose, trusting yourself, right? So definitely, feminines, do not feel like you have to defend when it comes to this connection. You don't have to explain yourself. to anyone. Do not get defensive. And also, you don't want to get down to that vibration. I know it's easy to get there, and I kind of had a situation like that myself, where people sometime a weekend, like last weekend I believe it was, took offense to something, a truth that I was talking about, and it was one of those things where I have to remind myself that as an empath, I can see the minute I have one, if you give me a thought, in a matter of seconds, I can see and be compassionate towards a lot of aspects surrounding that one thought, as opposed to some people only see a particular aspect and they can get offended to the one thing, but not understanding that my empathic mind has already thought out like the evolution of the thing or the discussion or whatever it may be. And I'm like thinking, if it's something that just happened now, I'm thinking 10 years ahead and 10 years back. And so I can really expand my mind, and that is my gift. And so I also have to always remind myself that people are not there, and that can be hard. That can be very difficult sometimes, my feminine. So I can understand where there are levels of frustration at times during your transitions and integrating yourself. Well, while you're in this journey that truly tends to feel very lonely at times, and retreating is important, and some level of isolation for a certain period, so you can kind of just embrace your own truth and just preserve that and protect it. So Spirit, give me a soul's journey guidance here for the feminines. What else do we need to give our feminines? Soul's journey guidance. What else do our feminines need to know for their creative energy, their sacral creative energy, Spirit? Oh wow, this came out the last time, you guys. Loneliness. Yeah, this path can feel very lonely, and I know, my feminines, you feel this way. Discipline on the bottom, but I know that I'm never alone. Please know that you're never alone. But I also feel like this is, again, asking you to retreat, spend time alone. This is really a time for you to, I really feel Spirit is stressing this, where you have to take a step back. And as I said earlier, prepare, for possible challenges, protect the fruits of your labor, as I said in the beginning of this reading. And I said, take time alone. So it to me, this is very clear confirmation. Don't be discouraged with whatever is going outside of you. And I think in this lone time, it's just a way to get back into yourself and recreate that faith, if some of you have lost a little bit of faith. And again, just preserve it, and here in the bottom says discipline. Just really get back in the game, and it's either one or two steps. Don't stress yourself. Again, it's cyclical with these things, so you're going to be in and out of these energies. So when you're in your most high, take advantage of that most high, but then when you're in your most low, have compassion towards yourself during that time. So I have the Tarot of Sexual Magic here. I just want to look at the sexual energies, because obviously a lot of these these energies come from our sacral energy and our sexual, and it's where we feel the most confidence, my feminine. So let's see, Spirit, what guidance do we have here for the confidence for our feminines and their sacral energy? Give me guidance here for them to help them with their sacral healing and sacral energy. We have the Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands. So a lot of Wands energy. This is obviously, Wands is our soul, is our passion. It's that fire energy. It's that real like hot and spicy energy, feminine. So here as a Six of Wands, this is victory. This is having confidence within yourself that, and it's the number 6. So it's it's that crossing over, leaving all those leaving what's behind and moving forward. It's the harmonizing. It's the number of harmonization. You bring the 6 to 3-3, and that's the harmonization of mind, body, spirit, the Trinity, right? Which is mother, father, child. And it's just harmonizing all those aspects. And so here, my feminines, you know, where I believe this one came out the last reading, I'm not really sure, but here, you know, you have your masculine who is a little bit detached, and it's because you have pulled away some of your energy to really bring yourself back to balance at this moment. Do you desire him? Obviously, you desire the masculine during this time, but you also know, you see the difference between the energies, where here you're really in your fire energy, but here he's still in his I would say it's a more detached energy, but like he's still just in the midst of his awakening, which is where a lot of our masculines currently are right now, where they're still doing a lot of hard realizations and purging, and feminines are really shining bright. But yet do know that while you're in this energy of harmonization, your masculine is going to follow. So definitely embrace that energy right now. And here with the Knave of Wands, this Knight of Wands is definitely this passionate energy that you also have towards your masculine. And it's very fast moving, right? So the Knight of Wands is this really swift change that needs to happen within that energy. And so feminines in this time, even if it feels like some of you may be sexually missing your masculine, do you know that you can take care of yourself and focus during, you know, manifest with that sacral sexual energy that you are holding right now. And so I feel like with this Knight of Wands, this is a very passionate, you see how she's like almost releasing, her hair is like beautiful straight, and she just looks like surrendered. And so surrender to your passions right now, surrender to, you know, that confidence that you want to exude. As you can see, she's relaxed, and here the masculine is holding, and the masculine is holding that space from you. He's holding the space of those harsher energies right now while he's, you know, purging, but you're like in your most relaxed right now. And in this time, it may not feel that way if you're not obviously physically in union or not in touch with your masculine, but it is, I really feel for feminines, it's really that space where you are surrendering. You've surrendered through so much and through those passions, and do, you know, feel confident to take care of yourselves. And feminines, you know, it's really good for manifesting. Bottom of that is the King of Swords, and I really feel like it's this approach to cutting out and going within yourself. So it's a detached approach. King of Swords is emotionally detached, and so in this time of retreat, you definitely have to have that King of Swords energy where you remove any of those influences that really don't have the best interest for you. So I just feel like it's a time to definitely detach right now from a lot of energies at the moment, and use that King of Swords energy for yourself. So I want to pull a quick self-love, my feminines. Like, I really hope this reading is helping you guys, because honestly, these energies can be tough. Do you know that it's just cyclical? You know, you can be in your high, if it's too much, but then you could be in your low. And so do use them wisely. This is self-love. So let's see. Yep, you are safe, my feminines. Protection is always available to you. You have all the resources that you need, both within you and around you. So right now, you are protected my feminines, at this moment, and it's a number 4. And obviously that number has a lot to do with the spiritual guidance and the angels really protecting you during this time. I feel that that's why they're asking you to retreat at this moment, so you can protect your energy and they can help you and walk you through this time while you're in that space of really having to recalibrate yourself. These are my favorite cards. I don't know if you guys seen, these are my goddess cards, my feminine goddess cards. So let's see what messages we have. Oh, I'm missing something. Hold on. I just want the book. I totally forgot the book. Okay, so these messages are always so beautiful, so I like to read off the book when it comes to these messages. Really protect your energies right now, divine feminines, really do. I'm having to do that. I am in a place of isolation too, you know, myself. Oop, well, that was fast. I really felt that, you guys, honestly. Okay, so it's 3. Oh my God, this came out the last time too. Freaking beautiful. It's better to be absolutely ridiculous than absolutely boring. And this is you having to defend your connection all the time, my feminines. Don't feel like you have to defend your connection. You have the Gypsy here. Blame my Gypsy soul. Yep, your soul is just in this place of evolving right now, on your own terms. Absolutely. She waited a really long time to be saved, until one day she decided to save herself. It was a very good day. And this is really this time to retreat at this moment, you know, and take this time for yourself and do things on your terms, not with the influences of what's outside. Again, like I said in the last reading, it's tuning out distractions. So I want to quickly read these. They're a little long, but I mean, they're so worth it because their messages on the book are so amazing, I always feel. Okay, my feminine. So spiritual guidance for this freaking beautiful here. Normal is not for you. Don't be afraid of that. Deep down, you are the good kind of crazy, an individual. You would never be happy trying to be the same as everyone else. You have an inner sense of justice and need to question authority when it doesn't earn you your respect. This may make some people uncomfortable, whilst it inspires others to think for themselves and not automatically assume that everything they are told is correct. We need more of this in our world. You are a free thinker with a different point of view to most people. This isn't a sign that something is wrong with you, but a sign of something special, a gift to see and express things differently. The world needs much more of that too. Your weird streak is proverbial breath of fresh air, preventing unimaginative collapse into the boredom of sameness. It also makes you a divine poster child for others who want to break free from conformity and unapologetically be truly themselves. It means that you get to dream up your own destiny, and you don't have to worry about what anyone else has to say about it. The universe will support you every step of the way because it so enjoys you just being you. And again, you're safe. This is protective energy, and I really feel that this is confirming this defensiveness. Your need to feel like you probably have to defend yourself, and my feminines, you don't have to do that. So Spirit is definitely saying just be your unique self, trust the process, really do. So the next one is number 3, Gypsy. I love these cards. So the Gypsy here, there's a wanderlust in your soul, the heart quest for new worlds, an amazing experience. You're supposed to feel this way. You have a gypsy soul that will always seek out something new and different. This is just how your life is meant to be, a divine adventure. And there is an adventure that is meant just for you. Places to see, people to meet, experiences to have. Yes, with this begin to explore, my feminines. It's just, this is your journey. Make it your unique journey and then feel free in it, okay? There are no restrictions here. The possibilities are endless. Okay, so you are meant to go on a journey inside of yourself and in the world. You are meant to explore a world bigger than the one you currently know. It is going to happen. Trust in divine timing. Be open to what life has in store for you. Maybe you are a little afraid and wonder if you are brave enough. Quick answer, you are brave enough and then some. Maybe you worry that you have missed your chance, but you cannot miss your destiny. It is right here waiting for you, and your gypsy soul is going to grow and fulfill even more of the purpose for which you were born. Yeah, my feminists, this is a time to begin to explore, and this is that energy I was feeling of a little bit of sense of discouragement right now with what's going on. Believe in your journey, believe in your truth, believe in that you do desire these things. Your heart, if your heart and your soul, if you're feeling it in your heart and soul, then there's truth, and only you can decide that for yourself. We don't need other people to validate that truth for us. Okay, so on your own terms, my feminines. Others may offer their input. I mean, seriously, my feminines, this is what it is. Tune them out, tuning out distractions. Others may offer their input, but when it comes down to it, it is you alone making your life decisions. Your choice may once have been to meet the expectations and honor the opinions of other people, but you are aware now that the best choices for you actually honor your own heart, irrespective of whether others understand your reasons or feelings. You might have to practice not feeling guilty or selfish about choosing to live your life in the way that suits your soul. That's what I was saying, my feminines. This does give you a little level of guilt sometimes when you're having to retreat and isolate yourself, but do not feel guilty. This is really for you. You might have to be patient with those around you who need some time to get out of the habit of expecting you to do as you are told. Yep. It may take some time for them to adjust to the way you are now behaving and thinking based on your own inner guidance. Stand your ground and reinforce this new behavior until you and those around you really get that this is how you are living from now on. You know that you don't have to wait for permission. You get to choose how you want to feel, how you want to live, and who you want to be. You're ready for the responsibility and sweet reward of living your life on your own terms. I mean, feminines, this is really a time. Look at that, Queen of Summers. Listen to your heart, intuitive insights, taking care of others perhaps too much. Don't listen. This is a time, again, loneliness, retreat. This is a time for you to be alone, get clear on yourself. Yes, it may feel lonely, but this is your journey. You are allowed, give yourself permissions, remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. I mean, this is confirmed. This is a lot of inner work, and doing it alone. And, in this sacral energy, really embrace this new, it's creative, and it's such a sexy energy, my feminines, and feel sexy, feel confident in these energies right now. Surrender in them. You're beautiful, you're unique, you are your own self, and do have confidence in that, my feminines. So with that said, feminines, I will see you in the next sacral energy. Please join for my weekly divine masculine energy update. I do a separate reading of sacral for divine masculines if some of you have some strong masculine energy in you as well. And then of course I have all my other readings. So please like, share, subscribe, click the bell notification button so you can receive my future readings. And thank you for joining me today, my feminines. I love you. Remember, live always relentlessly in striving aspirations, my Lilians, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.